Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are most welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Your comments are most important to us. Please do leave a comment at the comment section after watching. Or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to a hot debate by KamalDeen and lawyer Appiah of the Allah movement, then MPP member. And it's all about a statement made by the Speaker of Parliament, which is igniting a fear and panic in the MPP now. Without time wasting, I would like you to join me listening to what transpired between them. Thank you.
To become a member of Parliament, you have to be elected by the voter. And you have to be declared by the Electoral Commission. But you have to be sworn in by the Speaker. Thank you. Until you are sworn in by the Speaker, you remain MP elect. So I was very clear in my mind that some of those re-collations and re-declarations were completely null and void ab initio. They were unknown to the law. And so they were not properly so-called MPs elect. I'm not qualified to be sworn in by you. Back this year, we had those discussions when I told them, they were all surprised. I said, yes, I'm the gatekeeper. The right thing must be done for us to be able to reset Ghana. And so, this recognition, I tell you, is going to do more than what I have done.
But what do you say in response to that? Perhaps we shouldn't take the speaker out of context, yes. But the question then is, as the man he is and the role that he plays, did he need to make that comment?
Roland, sometimes I uphold the saying that silence is golden. And that should be a mark of a leader, every leader, especially a leader who emanates from the circles of the law, who understands what the law says and work with the law. In this case, like Speaker Bagbe, I was appalled by the comment made by him. First of all, like my brother Eduji says, we are moving into the 9th Parliament. And if you listen to Eduji carefully, he chose his words well. He's not speaking to matters that would point to the fact that something that is a sub judice is being discussed. And I don't expect a man of his stature to have made such comment at all. First of all, we've gone into an election. Election is over. We have some contentions. The NDC says no. MPP says no. Or whoever has interest in it says no. There are laws to guide us. And rightly so, my good brother sitting here was in the Supreme Court and argued his case strongly and eloquently. Okay? He exhibited brilliance. The Supreme Court bought into his argument and said, look, if that foundation, which is supposed to make these MPs, is flawed, in the criminal, justice system, they say fraud vitiates all. Whatever that you feel is indeed not right cannot make what is wrong right. Therefore, my brother was directed and his team, and our party directed and their team, go back to the High Court, get a new judge, litigate the mandamus, then whatever that comes out, we all abide by it again and move on. Now, before that is done, then you get a forum. That is where I want to caution President Mahama. I want to wish him well, congratulate him. He's a great brother. He's been there before, and he's been given the mandate again by the people. Inshallah, by the 7th of January, which we all pray to live to see, he shall be sworn in as the President of the Republic of Ghana. And I want to say, he should be wary of the number 3.
I don't understand. Who is number 3?
The powerful number 3. People are so interested in number 3, but this country deals with
Speaker of Parliament.
I don't know who is going to be the Speaker of Parliament, okay. But he should be aware. He should be aware that there will be a number 3, and that number 3 may assume some powers.
What's your point with this?
The point I'm making is that if you are a leader and in that position, you should be measured by what you say. I respect Speaker Bagwin so much, but what he said was needless. My brother has just summed everything up to us. If the Supreme Court gives orders, it is law, and we all have to abide by it. Except to say that for the last case, they ceased to be unanimous FC.
I don't understand.
Oh, no, they were called all sorts of names. If it doesn't go, some people. I'm saying, but for the last case of the one they had and said, go back and litigate it, and then, of course, it was okay. They ceased then to be unanimous FC completely. They became one of the powerful, great judges that we've had. I've always said, look, let's respect the fundamental laws of this country. If the Constitution says that the Constitution is supreme, and that the Constitution gives the mandate of its interpretation to the Supreme Court of Ghana, and whatever pronouncement they make is law, then all of us who are key players and key actors in this political space must be careful. On Bagben's comment, like I said, is needless, because first of all, you are not even sure whether you will even be the Speaker of Parliament then. First of all. Secondly, you may even seek to benefit from these people if indeed they go through the mill and become the members of Parliament. Because what happened the last time,
Are you assuming that Speaker
Yes.
Bagwin made this comment with the acknowledgement that he will be the Speaker, or he was just espousing what is lawful?
Well,
That if you're not sworn into office, into the next Parliament, by the Speaker or into the Parliament, you cannot then assume.
Why?
to
I
be a
didn't.
member of that parliament.
KamalDeen sitting here. If I am not gazetted as member of Parliament elect for any constituency, why do I have? What business do I have going to
So
Parliament?
that's what he was saying.
That's the point. So the point
But you're
is
saying
no.
that
He
what
says.
he was saying,
What did
which
he?
you are also acknowledging, you shouldn't
no,
say.
I am saying.
Just
I am
because
saying,
he's a speaker.
I'm saying. I used the word sub judice, and you being a lawyer, knowing that this is a legal journey that is being embarked on, you have no business commenting on this.
You think he's prejudicing the court?
Absolutely.
But he's
you
not,
do not say
he's not appearing as
he
an
appeared
officer of the
emphatic.
court
He
in this
appeared emphatic in his statement when he says that those regulations or whatever they call it, when they come, they have no space in Parliament.
you
It doesn't lie with you to say that. Listen to him.
That the
It
speaker
doesn't
cannot
lie
share
with
an
him.
opinion just because
He can share an opinion, but it doesn't lie with him to say regulation or whatever it is. They have no business there. And the point I'm making.
The reasoning of the Supreme Court, Kamal
Yes.
is brother. You see, per the reasoning of the Supreme Court, to the extent that these MPs draw their election or purported declaration from the orders of the court, Speaker Bagwin is simply saying that that thing had fallen flat. And so you cannot be admitted into the house. That is all that he says.
This is right.
No, so
This is
exactly,
common
so
knowledge.
if he's repeating,
And
what
I am
is
saying,
right, what is offensive
look,
about
listen,
it. That's all.
You see, the political games that some of these comments make, and the way they travel.
What's the merit or demerit or the influence or non-influence of the opinion he shared at that ceremony?
What I'm saying is that what he sought to say obviously would be decoded by whoever is listening, and then look, if a communication piece is thrown out there, somebody sitting somewhere would have to analyze.
The court
and I am
influenced by public opinion.
The court can never be influenced by public opinion
So
anyway, but we are even cautioned not to even comment on matters before the court. We are cautioned.
That's true.
And I'm saying that once we are cautioned not to comment on, silence is golden. A man of his stature has no business even coming to comment on this. point is that, first of all, you are not sure whether you will be the Speaker of Parliament, but for you to say that I will not swear them in, listen to the statement. You are not even the Speaker of Parliament there. Who said you are going to be the Speaker of Parliament? You will not swear them in. Means what? You have already put yourself.
Do you have an information
Listen
that
to
he's not going to be the Speaker?
I don't have any information, but what I know is that there's going to be a ninth Parliament.
Even his side thinks
I am saying no. That is the opinion of Markens. Oh. I may have my opinion. No.
Are you saying Markens' opinion is not the opinion of the MPP side in the ninth Parliament?
I am a member of the party national executive. We haven't sat down to discuss to say that we are supporting Background to become the Speaker.
Understand you are meeting on the 2nd.
We have not done that. So I'm saying that if my good brother, Honorable Marken, made a comment which you have referred to, that is his position.
He is on his own.
Point is, Backbone is not yet the Speaker of Parliament, of ninth Parliament, so he doesn't have the locus to say that I will not swear them in. When you are not even. That was reckless, with all respect to him.
Oh, he just repeated the judgment of the ruling of the Supreme Court.
If he had spoken to the matter, like the way you spoke to it, I have no business commenting on it. But for you to go ahead to put yourself in that position and say, I will not swear them in, you have assumed the position of a Speaker of ninth Parliament, and you are not. So I'm saying, please, silence is golden. Please check your language when you are speaking. Number 3.
My referee, what do you make of all this?
I'm surprised that Anna is speaking. Why should you have an issue with somebody speaking what really is the issue? Because you yourself, you are conceding that it is right that based on the orders of the Supreme Court, the purported what's it called?
Recollation.
Or the purported
and the beneficiaries of that recollation.
The MPs elect as declared by the second event.
Are no longer
they don't hold as MPs.
Exactly. I beg you. And so they won't, unless something changes, they are not going to Parliament. You understand? We are all in waiting, in a state of waiting until tomorrow's matter at the High Court, and whatever orders will emanate from there, and then whether or not, based on those orders or not, those people would be declared as having been elected. For me, I don't see why we should even waste executive time discussing. Because if I can have an opinion and SIM, why can't Babin have an opinion and SIM? And indeed, you consider that his opinion isn't a wrong.
KamalDeen says the position he holds.
Why?
And then also his utterances.
So because you are speaker, you can't have an opinion. Because he's speaker now. I beg you, he's speaker now. So because he's speaker now, he can't have an opinion about.
Because I thought he was just stating a procedural process.
Indeed. When I saw the topic, I was shocked because I feel like
it's Christmas. We want to make sure we made the conversation.
But there's a more pressing issue. The more pressing issue is what circumstances have led us to a situation where about 6 or 7 days before swearing in,
we have this
issue where we don't even know whether.
What do you make of it?
No, it is a massive failure on the part of the government and the EC.
Why?
We are 6 days away from a swearing in, and we have about 5 or 6 constituencies where we still don't know who the elected MPs are. At this issue of recollation, are you not worried? And all the, you see, I beg you, you understand? This issue of recollation beyond the EC, who is supposed to grant security in this country? You see, for you to have a situation where people, whichever name you choose to call them, whether hooligans, whether hoodlums, go and then force the EC, per what the MPP are saying, to make declarations which are unlawful. Listen, is it not a massive failure on the part of government? The institution supposed to be providing security in this country. To the extent that 6 days before a swearing in, we don't know who the MPs are. It's not a failure. I beg you, KamalDeen. I disagree vehemently when you were speaking. I didn't talk. I don't like this. No.
KamalDeen.
You want to have a chance
to do the recollation based on their whatever authority. The court ordered that recollation be done. Or collation be done.
KamalDeen, relax. So just let him have.
So that impression must be corrected.
No, but you can't correct it when it's your turn.
KamalDeen. Listen, you're not even understanding. He's what I'm saying is
it's Christmas.
Certain facts. No, but it's Christmas. But we have a situation where 6 days or 7 days before swearing in.
That's problematic.
You understand?
At the heart of the matter, you are saying that is...
First of all, what led to a situation where recollation, they say for that they need to do recollation, which needed to do. Listen, they are saying that certain declarations were made which were illegal, and those declarations were illegal because they were done under duress. Now, you understand? Now the point is, I'm saying that we have a system, and we know a person who's given our powers to provide security in this country, who the ultimate responsibility lies in terms of providing security lies on. Creating that culture where we wouldn't have a situation where people will feel compelled to go to the AC, you understand, and even think about forcing the AC to make a declaration. You understand? So if there was any doubt about the trust the people have in the system, if there's any about it, because but the bottom line is the people of Ghana have lost faith in the ability of the AC
to manage the elections,
and they've also lost faith in the ability of the security agencies to do the needful. And I'm saying that it is a fundamental evidence of the lack of trust the people of Ghana have in our systems. And now who will go blame them? And so for me, I thought that rather than come and discuss a Ghanaian, that's the speaker, declaring his opinion, like all of us are declaring, as if I can declare my opinion. If you KamalDeen, you can declare your opinion. If Eduji can declare his opinion, what stops the Speaker of Parliament from sharing an opinion, especially when you claim that opinion is right anyway? You understand? At the end of the day, you see,
you see, Leonard, I want you to advert your mind to Article 100 of the Constitution, because it appears that
Shadrach, I sent something on the New Day page. Please download it. I want to ask a question on the subject.
If you look at Article 100 of the Constitution, the oath is actually administered by the Speaker. So as a member, you can't even, if it's not administered by him. No, but I'm saying that he will administer.
Please, let's not talk over each other. People are listening to us. No, please.
So you go ahead.
Please, let's not talk over each other. I'm saying that people are listening to us or watching us. So let's just be definite. Speak after.
It's interactive. Being what's it called? Managed by
the moderator.
A moderator.
Appiah.
Yes,
please read.
Article 100. It's
a member of Parliament shall, before taking a seat in Parliament, take and subscribe before the Speaker in the presence of the
before the Speaker.
The oath of allegiance.
Who's the Speaker?
Listen, but for me, I'm saying that personally.
I don't
want to waste. Listen, I don't want to waste executive time.
It's not relevant.
You see, I don't want to waste executive time on this. In my view.
So you're saying the substantial issue is why is it that Ghanaians time and over have lost trust in the EC and the other institutions that were supposed to protect
because why would you see
the process?
We kept on when His Excellency the President irresponsibly appointed people perceived to be members of the MPP onto the EC, thus undermining the integrity of the EC, to the fidelity of the people of Ghana to the EC, and undermining the trust which is required by the people of Ghana so that this system works. No, so you've gotten a situation. To right now we find ourselves in a situation that's 6 to 7 days before a swearing in.
A major swearing
over and over again.
No, it is very critical. Because come on.
Let him.
Because for me, what's the big deal about why should I come here and waste my time and talk about the Speaker's opinion, which you yourself are saying that is right? Who doesn't know that once orders of the court quash, then all the issues that flow from those orders become really invalid? You understand? But what we should avert our mind to, because you see, this democratic process is supposed to be a marathon, not a sprint, and we need to learn from the failures of the system so that in future, because there will be many more elections, we do not repeat or put ourselves in a situation where the people do not trust in the system we have created. 7 days before a swearing in, we still don't. We find ourselves in a situation where
7 major constituencies.
Every constituency is major. Even if it was just one MP, every constituency, you can't say one constituency is more major than. But then we have a situation where we do not have my brother here had to sacrifice a bit of his holiday to go and speak plenty in court, even though it has done him well, because I think he was excellent. But the point is, we had to go before the Supreme Court to go and argue this issue.
I said, why should we have gotten
there in the first place? In fact, the early part of December, I found myself in a situation where I fell into, in Saom Adweji. I was coming from Kumasi, and then they are lit one of the buildings there on this issue of declaration and I found myself there, and the police were nowhere to be found. What has led us to this? And that's what I'm saying, that to end, we talk about reset. Yes, we talk about reset.
You have a minute.
Yes. Now, it is critical that collectively as a people, and this is not a Jomama problem, it is all of our problem, that collectively as a people, we deliberately work to restore the confidence that the people of this country have in this system that we have created, which in all intents and purposes is the only system that can guarantee us the rule of law. And that's guarantee us our right to our lives, our rights to our liberties, and our rights to pursue our own happiness. We should not sit down and then sacrifice this system on the altar of partisanship.
Because really, the conversation was coming to that point. And I'll play you an insert. This one was the declaration that was made. And I remember Godwin Asedeba was the one on election night who was there. I'll replay that video shortly, and then I'll come to ask the critical question, because in other areas like Techimansal, there were distractions. I already know that for Damango like this, the building or where the EC itself was supposed to be, its office, etc., was bent. And there are a number of these constituencies where even ballot papers were also bent. So the question is, prior to December 7, the Afrobarometer reports, whether it's also Global Info Analytics report or surveys, had been indicating there were trusts for key institutions. And then we just suppose that with the responses of the EC itself, that it was not in charge of security, it was not. So if you're organizing elections, what should you be doing? Just watch this.
The total valid vote cast for the parliamentary election is 102,634. Rejected ballots, 620. And the total vote cast, 103,254. And the individual votes per candidate, according to how they are arranged on the ballot paper, we have Michael Aaron Ni Okwe for 50,477 votes. Akurugo Faustina Elikplim of NDC for 51,634.
And Kamal, we have instances where concerns have been raised about the trust for the Electoral Commission, the institution itself and the people. But when you're organizing an election and it's being administered, you have allied agencies that will need to provide security, who is supposed to educate and all that. Now, if you have such scenes, what do you think should have been the best position of the EC in terms of the decisions that it needed to take? So that if it were now, we're being told 3 more polling stations in Dom Kwabenya, for example, we will need to have reruns in those polling stations.
3 or 1.
Okay, to get just 1. All right. So could the EC have said, look, these are the issues we're having, and so as a result of that, we need maybe police backup or security backup, and so let's hold on. Or the exigencies and the atmosphere at the time just didn't allow it. Then you just suppose that with the lack of trust that was within the public opinion in the population before the election itself?
Thank you very much, Roland. I think the fourth Republican Constitution is over 30 years now, if I get it right. And in 1992, when we had our election, the NPP saw a lot of wrongs and made serious allegations against the EC. 1996, same. Running down to where we are today, the point I'm trying to make is that whether NDC or MPP, okay, we all are on record to have come out to chastise the Electoral Commission at a point in time when things don't go our way. It happens. If you are in opposition, you fight it. What happened to Madame Charlotte Osei when she was the commissioner? We had problems. We raised issues about the electoral roll. We sat, whatever. But at the end of the day, she declared Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as the president-elect in 2016. Same is happening today. The NDC thinks we have an institution we do not believe in. Some Ghanaians think we have an institution we do not believe in. The trust issues we are talking about, I'm trying to tell you that this is not something that is happening today. And let's not create that impression out there. It's one thing alleging, it's another thing coming out with evidence to prove what you are alleging. Okay? Politicians will always do this. And we always go back and forth on this. I want to take you on the video you just played.
No, but
the question I want to ask, wait a minute, yes.
Yeah.
The question I want to ask, what is the import and the essence of this video we played? Because do we have an MP elect for Domi Kwabenya as we said? No.
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. No. Because it is under contention.
No.
No, why not? No.
I think
okay. The issue. What has brought the EC? When you get your term, what has brought the EC to a level where the EC says yes? We still have a polling station result that is not clear, and that we have seen that it is actually recorded on a sheet that is not supposed to be that sheet. Therefore, if it is flawed, let's go back and do the election. What has brought them there? It means that if it was finished, halas, what they will say is that it's done. Let's go. Whoever feels a bit not worried or a bit not happy, you go to court.
So, Kamal,
you get what I mean?
A key consideration is you have even cited where, in this instance, writings of numbers, who got what, etc., are on a sheet that is not official.
Yeah.
If you relate it to the CI that governs the election or the last election. In other instances, where people have come back, that is representatives of the candidates and the parties, the primary documents where secondary foils or copies were given to the party representative, the writings were different from the primary document that the Electoral Commission had.
In this case, would you
So would you say that the Electoral Commission, citing these instances, should be blamed for doing a poor work?
You see, collectively you would say it's Electoral Commission. But you see, in every institution running a particular program or a project for you, expect unscrupulous ones within.
I don't understand.
Why? Madam Jane sitting at the top, or whoever boss man sitting at the top, is supposed to ensure that materials go. They are supposed to ensure that district officers also receive them. It's supposed to ensure that it gets to the right people. But in the course of that, we all know, we have been in this election before. A lot of things go wrong. So if something goes wrong, you investigate and establish whatever it is. So point is, if we had given this sheet from Electoral Commission, that this is the only sheet you can record whatever happens at the polling station on, only to realize that the sheet has been exchanged by whoever it is, we can't tell until investigation establishes it's wrong, then it is left with the Electoral Commission to say, no, the right thing has not been done. You have given me the mandate to do the right thing. Go back there and do the right thing, and let's get the right result, so that the people will feel the election was free, fair, and accepted by all. Okay, so in this case, how do we blame the EC? I am not speaking for the EC anyway, but I'm saying that, look, no, I am saying that if in the course of discharging their duties, something untoward happens, the Electoral Commission says, no, citing this, I wasn't in Domain or at Women's Police Center, we've not seen it. If this has happened, go back there and do the right thing. Then somebody says, no, the Electoral Commission has a problem. You can blame the Electoral Commission, but I'm saying that some of us also assist, or some people assist in making things wrong, as it were. Finally, you see, this blame game, this person has done what, this person has done what. I think even when it comes to the judiciary, for instance, we should be careful as politicians. We should be very careful, because we will run to the court one day seeking justice. We will run to the Electoral Commission seeking justice if election is supposed to be done. But it is we are supposed to critique with reasonable evidence and let the one who is sitting out there watching reasonably say, Edigi is making a good point. Edigi has a case. Like he did the last time. Everybody listening to Edigi will say, Edigi advanced his cause so well before the judges. The judges upheld the natural justice case, argument that he made. And then, of course, it's fair. We all accept it. Let's move back and then do it. So I'm saying the same to the Electoral Commission. Let us not sit down to be quick to chastise them, to bastardize them. But let us look at what is the cause. You are a key player, I'm a key player. This document, is it right? It's not right. How did it come? If it's Electoral Commission, let's blame them. If it's this, let's know. Then if the right thing ought to be done, let the right thing be done.
I think
that is where we are.
We have on our stream a lot of people following us, and just indulge me. Of the election, clearly, it has to be the fault of the Electoral Commission.
Without saying, as in, you see, so what I said earlier presupposes that the EC is seriously at fault. But I want to take it
step by step,
even from a different level.
Yes, sir.
You see, as in, can we have an argument that for the first, as in 7 days before swearing in Parliament, we have all this confusion, that there have been loss of properties, there have been chaos. Like I said myself, I happened
you witnessed one.
In Sawum Adoji. So the EC, as in the issue of whether or not the EC is at fault, I think it's, for me, it's settled. The EC is seriously at fault. And I agree with my brother here when he said, in fact, they are deliberately being incompetent. And it adds fuel to already the perception that they were deliberately placed there for a certain agenda. And that's why I'm saying that, as in, Roland, you yourself, did you not raise issues? And have you not heard that people had a perception that certain members appointed onto the AC belong to a political party? You see,
it has always been the argument. NDC will bring it. This is when you do the Appiah, that's not, it doesn't bring the argument to, you know. No, but it has always been so. We also, we are on record to have said the NDC man was on the Electoral Commission computer, IT, whatever. Please, we are on record to have done that. So all these things, KamalDeen.
But KamalDeen is just telling Ghanaians, listen to us, we lack integrity. No, he's saying that we lack integrity. That's what he's saying. Listen, KamalDeen is saying that in time past, we accused. I'm coming. KamalDeen is saying that in time past, we accused KamalDeen. I don't do my argument this way. You see, I can be disruptive. I don't do my arguments that way.
Okay.
You understand? Because I disagree vehemently with everything he said. I kept quiet and listened to him. You understand? You see, it is sad when senior members of a huge political party have no qualms sitting on air and saying, listen, because in time past we accused NDC or we accused EC, some members of the EC of belonging to the NDC. And so where right now people are accusing members of the current EC, where we have videos, we've heard them, some of them communicating on behalf of the MPP, where we know that some of them were patrons for the MPP. And that's why I keep on using the word perception. Because you see, when it comes to the job of the EC, it's not enough saying that they've done but immediately there's even a perception that they are biased. To keep the sanctity, the integrity of the system we have created, then they shouldn't even be near being on the EC board. Now, I'm saying that, listen, with Ghanaians in 1992 took that bold decision of choosing the system of government because we collectively agreed that this is the only way in which we can guarantee the rule of law. You understand? And we understand that unless and until we have a system that can guarantee us the rule of law, then our lives, our properties, our right to pursue our happiness is at peril. So where you are president, who have taken an oath to be faithful to the country, a president who has taken an oath to defend, protect the constitution of this country, then there is a massive obligation on you. In how you use your powers, you have serious consideration to the oath you took. So when the president appointed people who were perceived to be NPP members, he breached that oath to be faithful. And it's a surprise, honestly speaking, that he was not even impeached on that basis. Yes, but I'm saying that, listen, we are looking forward.
The president was not impeached on that basis.
Yes, you see, we are looking forward. We are building a system, and we are looking forward. And I said we should be guided by...
What do you think should be the remedy to that? To perhaps purging the institution?
So we in the great transformational plan, when we've given that plan to His Excellency John Mahama.
Are you presented it to him?
Oh, we presented to consider.
Okay.
In the spirit of patriotism and the spirit of all of us coming together
what's
as
your
one
suggested remedy?
Listen, we amended. So when we said we want the constitution amended, and I think the NDC, John Mahama also, my view believes in. Now, we should look at creating a system where the president does not appoint some of these
heads of the independent
because you see, unfortunately, we've had presidents. We've never had a president who, when he became president, failed to realize that, listen, I'm president of Ghana, and that Ghana includes NPP people, that Ghana includes NDC people, that Ghana includes people who are non-partisan. And so when you become president of Ghana...
Are you saying that we had a president who abused his powers?
We had a president who...
I disagree with him here.
Oh, please, let him have his opinion.
No, it's wrong.
No, but that's his opinion.
And he's not even a moderator.
Sometimes we don't.
He's not even a moderator. Listen, what I'm saying is that when Anado became president, he failed to realize that he's president over the whole Ghana. That he's not only president over the NPP people or the NDC people. And when you have a president to have the courage, the cockroach audacity to look into the eyes of the people of this country and tell them, listen, I refused to fulfill my obligation to you because you did not vote for my MP. What really is it telling them? That I don't feel responsible over you because you don't support my party. That's when you become president of Ghana.
You mean the Konfi?
Exactly. And he didn't say that just at the Konfi. When you go to people who have suffered disaster, and that even where you are a right-thinking member of the society, you need to have empathy for them. And you go and tell them, listen, I'm not even supposed to be here. Because I know you don't vote for me. And then he reiterated that at Ejuso. You understand? What I'm saying is that we had a president. We had a president who, when he became president, failed to realize that he's president over Ghana and not president over just MPP. You understand? So listen, let's create a system where when it comes to the appointment of some of these critical institutions, it's not the president. We have a chamber. We have a separate chamber of people who are non-partisan, where all stakeholders, because we are talking of a government of national unity, they'll be making those key appointments. Because if you're unfortunate and you have a president like Nana Akufo-Addo, and I pray to God that we never have such a president. Listen.
Please wrap up. No, Roland,
you are not moderating this.
Let's get it right. It's moderating.
Get KamalDeen to stop this.
I'm not discussing Akufo-Addo. We're not discussing Akufo-Addo. I'm not intimidating you. No, lawyer. The matter before us is not about Akufo-Addo.
But you got you said he gave 5 million people.
Please let him wrap up. Let him wrap up.
You see, I pray that Ghana, based on what we've learned, the experience we've all gathered, we deliberately ensure that we do not elect a president like Nana Akufo-Addo ever again in the history of this country. I'm here to say my opinion. I'm coming. You understand? That is we can guarantee. Listen, that one, we never to reiterate.
Even John Dramani Mahama, we have elected him.
I'm coming to reiterate.
Even John Dramani Mahama, we have elected him.
To reiterate. I'm coming to reiterate my point.
We have elected him again.
To reiterate my point.
We all know what happened.
To reiterate my point. That Ghanaians will never elect somebody like Nana Akufo-Addo again as president, but to ensure and guarantee that we cause an amendment that ensures that in the appointment of people onto institutions that are meant to be neutral, that are meant to be the vanguards of our democracy, those appointments are not done by the president.
Sadly, he's on record. My brother, before he departed from our party, it's on record to have also had qualms with the governance of John Dramani Mahama in his first term. Why? He was a member of the party. He sided with whatever argument we made as a party then.
No.
Today, if you sit here and tell me that never again should Ghanaians vote the like of His Excellency Akufo-Addo to power, that is his opinion anyway. But I sat down and I'll sit here to say, you may have your opinion, others watching us have their opinion, I have my opinion. Point is that
the electoral, what should we do with it?
We should talk about the Electoral Commission. When he was talking about Akufo-Addo, that one you didn't stop him.
Oh no.
I am going. He spoke about Akufo-Addo, and of course I'm responding to him. And I'm saying that President Akufo-Addo, of course, a statesman, he's contributed his part. He cannot have it 100%. He cannot be too perfect. Why? Members of MPP are on record to have said that we are not happy with his governance. Members of NDC are on record to have said so. Others who are apolitical are on record to have said so. You understand me? But that does not take away the fact that he's contributed immensely to the development of this country as well. So when you sit here and then make a comment like, never again should we elect someone like Akufo-Addo, first of all, he was elected. Secondly, he played to the rules with the laws. My brother goes to court when something is wrong. Nobody stops him. I go to court, same. So I don't know what he did. He didn't come at the point of a gun to say, I am going to rule you. They didn't do that. So where at this point, when you come out to try to chastise somebody baselessly? I don't get it.
But the two of you were in MPP together.
That's what I'm saying, that he's on record
I don't understand why
to have gone against Dramani Mahama. But today he's trying. I'm not attacking him.
I need to.
I'm not attacking him.
Just a minute.
He's on record.
So listen,
again,
simply.
But he's always last. You start. Yeah.
I won't even mind him. He's a non-rebuttal. But you see, Mama says he wants a reset. Ghanaians have endorsed that reset. Now that reset requires that together as a people, you understand, all the political parties, the media, all of us, we create that right political culture. That one can guarantee for us the rule of law, and to guarantee for us the promises of democracy. That political culture essentially must tolerate diverse opinions, and two, that political culture must hold political leadership accountable. That political culture must cause the people of Ghana to realize that one, we are first Ghanaians before anything else. We are first Ghanaians before even our tribes and our political parties. And so that argument about because I was an MPP, fortunately, it's on record that when I was an MPP, in the spirit of holding political leadership accountable, we held Nana Addo's leadership accountable. And we must take that spirit into 2025 and beyond. Because nobody will build Ghana for us. Okay. The responsibility of building Ghana lies on all of us.
Okay. Let me read this from one. I know many. No.
Thank you once again for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time on the channel. Please, if you're a new member and you have not yet subscribed, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to your friends to watch as well. Thank you.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal le Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.